In this video, we're introducing another heart model. Just wanted to show the different chambers here and also make note of the tissue layers found in the heart. On this model, here's your right atrium, right ventricle. That's your tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve contains string-like structures called chordae tendineae. Those are hooked to papillary muscles that come up out of the wall of the ventricle. There's one here. When the ventricles contract, the flaps of the tricuspid and bicuspid valves over here will close up the opening, and the papillary muscles in the chordae tendineae prevent those flaps from blowing out the other end and causing backflow. On the left-hand side, left atrium, left ventricle, and the bicuspid or mitral valve with the chordae tendineae. We can also see here the semilunar valves. This is the pulmonary valve or pulmonary semilunar valve going up into the pulmonary trunk. Here we see the aortic valve or aortic semilunar valve that goes up into the aorta. There are three main tissue layers in the heart. Covering the insides of the chambers is a layer known as endocardium. It's a simple squamous epithelium layer that smooths out the inside surface here so that the blood platelets and other clotting mechanisms don't see irregularities and cause a clot to form. We don't want platelet plugs randomly forming inside these chambers. So it's a nice smooth coating to keep that from happening. We can also see here this meaty looking layer. That is the myocardium, which is basically cardiac muscle cells. Notice on the right side we have less of a myocardium because the right ventricle doesn't have to be as strong. It's just pumping blood to the nearby lungs, whereas the left ventricle with the thicker wall has to pump blood through the aorta and have enough pressure to get the entire body. The outside tissue layer is epicardium, also known as visceral pericardium. It's also a simple squamous epithelium layer. In this case, what it actually does, you don't see it here, but the visceral pericardium will come up here, it will double up on itself, come out here and form a parietal pericardial layer. And I'm kind of exaggerating this as far as the distance goes. But it creates a pericardial sac, a fluid-filled sac that allows this heart to be pretty close to friction-free inside of the chest cavity. And so we have a visceral pericardium, also known as epicardium, which you see here. It doubles back on itself to form a parietal pericardium, which you don't see here. And that parietal pericardium helps to form a pericardial sac that surrounds the heart.